All right, we're on question 101. So we should have just finished up doing this experiment with the cups and containers, watching as the cups dropped in temperature and the containers increased in temperature until they reached equilibrium. The main difference between system X and system Y was the size of cup Y or an X, how much water was in there. So we're going to recreate this same lab activity, but this time we're going to do it in the sim so that we can actually see the molecules. So 101 has a link to the activity. This is where you'll find instructions and the questions and answers you have to do. And then here is the link to the sim. So when you click on that link, it will take you here. It has instructions for replicating system X, and then down below, instructions for replicating system Y. Here it'll tell you in the thermal energy simulation, add a medium sample for sample A to represent the water in container X. Cool this sample to 4.5 degrees Celsius. Then you add a medium sample, sample B, to represent the water in cup X and warm the sample up to 300 or 38.6 degrees Celsius. Start recording the thermal energy of both samples in the table below. Add the starting thermal energy to both samples together to calculate the starting thermal energy of the system. So here the system is the thermal energy of A plus the thermal energy of B gives you the thermal energy of the system to start, and then you'll do the same thing at the end. Put the samples into contact. When the energy transfers stops, fill out the rest of the table. So that's for system X, where the cold water and hot water are equal volumes. They're both 100 milliliters. You'll do it again with system Y, but here you'll see system Y, we have 100 milliliters of cold water and 300 of hot water. So in this case, you'll use a medium sample to represent the water in container Y, the 100 milliliters. And then you'll use a large sample for sample B with the 300 milliliters of hot water. So go ahead and pause the video, follow these instructions and complete this table. Follow these instructions, complete this table, and then answer the questions down below. Okay, going on to 102. This is a key concept. We're revising a key concept. So we learned earlier that energy isn't created or destroyed. Therefore, as energy transfers, it increases in one part of the system as it decreases in another part of the system. This is all from our previous one, but now we're going to add the total energy of a system doesn't change. So pause and copy this down in 102. For 103, what might explain the differences between the demo results and the sim results? Why might you have seen different things when we performed it here in the classroom versus online? Think about this, talk it over with a partner, write down some ideas for 103. All right, the last question for this video is 104. We have our investigation question. We did a couple investigations in the classroom and in the sim, so let's see if we can answer it now. Our question was, what determines how much something will change temperature by? We know things will change temperature. What determines how much or the quantity of temperature that's going to change? So pause, try to answer this, talk it over with a partner, see what your ideas are.